Hello.
Hi everybody.
Hello there. Today is the 27th of May 2021 and it is a Thursday afternoon. We have just got back from our second home.
Royal Derby.
The hospital, yes. So today is the day that I had to go and sign for the treatment I'm having in the middle of June 15th, which is Rituximab.
Yes.
So this is just a bit of a quick update. But before we get going in the video, are you subscribed? If not, what are you waiting for? Hit that button, please. Thank you. And a thumbs up really helps our channel too. Thanking you very much, Lee. Now we've got that over and done with, we'll carry on. What are you laughing at?
You make me laugh.
Do you like my wife's new top? She's got some new clothes. She's always buying clothes.
I know. It's the law. My law.
You got some nice new tops and things,
I
haven't you?
have. I just tried this on and thought, I'll just keep it on while we just do this quick video.
Yeah. I always say, I can never put a price on her, and never do we?
You don't? No.
No. She's worth every penny. She's an absolute rock, a star, and I simply don't know what I'd do without her. And so many of you guys also say the same. She's such, I'm talking about you now, sorry.
I know.
Sorry, she is such a tremendous support to me, and words fail me. She's just awesome. What's for tea?
Thank you, darling.
What? I only asked what's for tea.
I know. A new iron.
A new iron, thanks for that. Okay, so today went okay. They consulted, she was on time.
She was.
Because the appointment was at 1:45, she literally just got back from lunch. The door to her office was still open, and she was pushing a trolley back, and I thought, brilliant timing, you know, she's got back from lunch.
Yeah.
We're next, because quite often we have to wait about an hour plus before we go in, and you know, that's not good for me when you're in pain. But I've not been too bad today, mind you. I have been on the morphine again.
Well, it helps.
I tend to take a dose of that if ever I've got to go out to the hospital or anything like that. It really does help, actually. So not a lot to report. I was hoping to get, like I say, I've signed now for the Rituximab medication, which I'm going to be having on June the 15th for the first half, and the second half is June 29th.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
And yeah. And so I've signed for that. She went through all the pros and cons, which I already know about anyway. She said to me it's just like Ocrevus, and which it is. But then, she did a small exam as well. She tested the strength in my legs, which I think I failed that quite well. Did I? I think
no surprise there.
I did failed that quite well. You were having a little chat with her, weren't you, while I was
yes,
getting my shoes back on in the other room?
I was talking about you, not to you.
Yeah, but
so you needn't know what I was saying.
Yeah, but you don't have to tell me. You can tell my subscribers.
I was just telling the doctor the realities that Neil is falling, stumbling, he's having to use his crutch around the house a bit more than he used to, and he's been feeling rather down. And the reason I mention all this is because someone doesn't. And when he's asked, how are you, how have you been? Fine, he says, lying through his teeth, so I tell the truth.
I don't say fine for everything. I was actually, if she asked me, do you know what? She never actually asks me, how have you been? She never says, how have you been generally?
No, because I tell her.
She never does. And if she did ask me that, I'd say, well, I'd be lying if I said I was okay. But I did sort of emphasise, you know, pretty wobbling and falling and stumbling into everything, which I am.
Yeah.
And you actually said, so I'm glad actually that you said that which was quite key, that when I start to feel like, when I am going downhill and I start to feel like it's going to be like this forever, it's hard to be happy. It's hard to feel like good every day, and you just, I don't want to feel like doom and gloom or anything like that. I don't want to feel like that.
Or Mr. Negative.
Yeah.
No.
But when you're in pain all the time and every muscle from chest downwards doesn't work very well at all, and you're wobbling and bumping into things, and
it's hard to be upbeat.
And you're counting down, and you're counting down to your next dose of painkillers all the time. It's not a happy life.
No.
It really isn't. And you know that as well as I do, don't you?
That is the cruel reality.
Really is the cruel reality. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. The other thing that I'm really pleased you remembered to mention was about the results of the MRI scan. Still got nothing to tell you though, because they hadn't got the report written
I know,
up yet.
but at least I asked.
No, you did ask actually. Thank you for that.
Yes.
But yeah, on the 18th of May, which was a week last Tuesday, in my previous video, actually, I published it today. Currently in the process of getting lots of lovely comments.
Yes.
And I have noticed some nice compliments there with my video editing. Thanks, guys. I did put.
Good boy.
She's tapping my shoulder again.
No, only this one. I'm tapping it nicely.
Gently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't shake the phone too much, but I'm really sort of humbled of the comments, some of the comments about video editing, because I spend several hours in there.
You do.
In our little den, in our computer room, doing video editing, don't I?
You do.
And I do enjoy it, but there is an awful lot of work goes into this channel.
Yeah.
An awful lot of work, and we both enjoy.
Yeah.
What we really enjoy is, well, I enjoy the video editing process, but we also love it when we've published a video and we start getting all the phenomenal comments back in. It's so nice to be in communication with every one of you guys.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
We love it. We get a lot out of it, and it really lifts our day. And it lifts our spirits. It really lifts our spirits.
Especially when you get a comment that just makes us laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and by the go on.
Sorry, have you mentioned the other scan you've got to have?
I'm going to mention that now.
Oh, okay.
I have my piece of paper.
Yes.
So, I know we keep digressing, but this is just a bit of a general update video. So, haven't got the results of the MRI scan yet. It's too soon. Hospital's got to get its act together. It hasn't been very long, with all due respect to them. So, she said to me, when I do get my MRI results, I will report them. But what she did say, because I wasn't quite sure why I had to have the MRI scan, was she did say it's for the purpose of a baseline, and that totally makes sense to me. Because I'm about to have Rituximab, they want to take my MRI head and full spine as a baseline, so they can compare for after I've had Rituximab a year or two down the line or something like that. So that makes complete sense now. So I'm actually quite pleased that they've done that. They're being very thorough. But she also mentioned to me a little while back, when I had a video call from the Walton Centre in Liverpool. They are the NHS hospital which have to approve me to have Rituximab for NMO, which is Neuromyelitis Optica. For those of you that aren't quite up to date with my diagnosis, I am no longer diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I have been diagnosed with MS since 2013 until about 18 months ago, but I now have a confirmed diagnosis of NMO, which is still an autoimmune autoimmune disease. I like to call it an autoimmune condition, which is like the way I sort of describe it is, it's like an MS condition, but it's like a branch off. It's branched off, and I describe it as a more serious version of MS. No, I think that's probably a bad choice of words. More severe is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
More severe.
But it's still under the spectrum of
autoimmune disease, autoimmune conditions. That's right. But it's like a branch off. Yeah. There was something that the consultant mentioned, and I've actually now got to. I thought this was going to be the last visit to the hospital for at least a couple of weeks, but I've now got to go for a CT scan. I'm trying to remember what CT stands for.
I was just thinking that myself. I can't remember.
Something tomography. Can't remember. Have to ask Dr. Google. I did know, but it's gone. And she said it was in the letter from the Walton Centre. I fished out the letter, and it's in bold underlined, and it says, "Has he had a CT chest to check for?" Here we go. Hilar Lymphadenopathy. Hilar Lymphadenopathy. And I've never had a CT scan before. So that's like in bold and underlined. So I've got to go and have that done as well. I'm going to do a bit of research on the condition as well. I've Googled it quickly, but nothing much is really showing up at the moment. So I'm going to do a bit more research on that.
But it's Liverpool that was asking for that, wasn't
Liverpool
it?
was asking for that. So Derby, who I have all my treatment with, are being very, very thorough. I can't fault them, to be honest. You know, they're excellent. Aren't they?
They're really doing you proud at the moment. They really are.
Yeah. Been to the mortgage cafe again today.
We like it there, don't we?
Yeah. Sorry, you can tap my arm. Don't mind. It won't rock the phone too much.
No.
I know you liked it. I was showing you your new clothes. Look, there you go.
Look, it looks like a little cat poking through.
Yeah, she's got a few more tops. She's going to be doing the catwalk this afternoon. Catwalk. that was terrible and unintended. My dear wifey has actually got something special to show everybody, and she's gonna nip off now.
And I'll be back. Can you keep the suspense going?
No. So not only has she treated herself to a few new tops and things like that, she's treated herself to something else. Off you go then. Okay. Is that a label I see hanging out the back, darling?
Yes.
Well, it's just me. I just want to take this opportunity to mention something. Quite a few of you guys, subscribers, sort of say that, Neil, you're looking really well, and you've put on a little bit of weight, because my face looks a little bit sort of chunky and like I put on weight, and I know it does. However, I just want to explain, and I appreciate all those comments, thank you, but I just want to explain, I know it looks like I've put weight on, but in fact, I actually haven't. I've actually lost weight. What is making my face look a little bit puffy and blown up is I'm taking prednisolone. And I've got to take prednisolone to keep my immune system suppressed. That's reminded me of something, Teresa.
Yeah.
About my immune system, what the doctor said.
Oh, yes.
She's just in the hall. She'll be back in a minute. And it's the prednisolone that keeps that makes my face puffy. Hello, dear.
Hi.
So that is why it looks like I've put a bit of weight on. Okay, so the wife is back.
Yes.
And can you notice anything different?
I look very different.
My darling wife has got some new hair.
I went on Saturday with our granddaughter and went to get some new hair.
Yes, from Nottingham.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a particular couple of guys that you
fantastic guys
that you go and see that we discovered probably 6 or 7 years ago now.
Yes.
and they help Teresa with choosing
They
hair,
are
and
absolutely amazing.
he's actually a stylist as well, and he'll
and
put
he's
the hair to how you want it and things like that. So really happy with that, aren't you, darling?
it's very expensive, but well worth it.
Yeah, it's a couple of quid. But as I've always said, can't put a price on you.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to slot that little bit in.
Yeah. Shall I just show people the back?
So, and that is the back, and if you do a little turn around, there we are. Lovely.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Thank you, darling.
I'm sorry this video is chopping and changing a little bit, but you just have to bear with us. The one thing that my consultant said about my immune system, I've had 2 blood tests to monitor the lymphocytes in my immune system, and that is what the Azathioprine is suppressing to keep my immune system down. Well, I only have to I stopped taking Azathioprine on April the 13th, so about 6 weeks ago, and since then my immune system's come right back up, and it's actually gone a little bit high, these lymphocytes readings in my blood test, and the consultant asked me, didn't she?
Yeah, she asked you if you'd had a cold.
She'd asked me if I'd had a cold or felt unwell, and I said no, I felt absolutely fine. So I thought that was quite interesting. So we went to the Mortgage Cafe again. You had a mocha, didn't you?
Mhm. I did, and I enjoyed
Oh,
it.
and Teresa didn't want anything to eat, did you?
No.
So she bought me a sandwich, and I had that, and then after we'd been to see the consultant, we went back to the Mortgage Cafe. Crazy or what? And I had a latte, coffee, and Teresa had another mocha. And we shared.
I love the mocha.
We shared. What did we share?
We shared a tuna mayo sandwich.
Indeed, we did. And it was very nice.
It was lovely.
Right. Well, this is meant to be a quick update, and we're already at 13 minutes. So, is there anything else you would like to add, my dear?
No. We'll just let them know when the time is for the CT scan.
Yep.
And
Okay.
that's it.
I like to just, because I always say that my videos on my channel, form like a history of my kind of journey, a chronological kind of timeline. Timeline is the word I was looking for. Timeline.
Mhm.
So, you right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as we've been today, I like to sort of record the video, even if it doesn't come out until a week or so later. That's when I've had time to edit and things like that. I'm waffling. So I think we better get going now.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye, friends. And what is it we always say? It's goodbye from her.
And it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me as well. And if you made it to the end of this video,
you get a blue Peter badge.
You deserve a medal. We really do appreciate all and every one of you, though.
Absolutely.
And remember, if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Smash that button, that's what they say, isn't it? And a thumbs up, please. It will really help us out. As I say, we do put, because Trish keeps the cups of coffee coming, we do put a lot of hours into the channel, incredible amount of hard work, but it's very enjoyable and very rewarding.
Very.
And on that note, we shall see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye for now.